Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this fine Tuesday morning, July 16th, 2024? Well, we're back again for another update on the Trump saga. And hopefully, after today, we'll just be doing a lot of more news just other than this, because this is like a lot of news coming out. You hear a lot of stuff going on, and it's like flooding the airwaves. But we have a lot that I did not get to last night. There's just a lot of information going on. My email box is loaded with stuff. And the stuff that we did not get over yesterday, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 11 articles I still didn't get to. I got videos galore. That's why I'm hoping a lot of you can tune in. For those who can't, that's why I'm giving you this little glimpse into what I'll be going over tonight on my podcast, The Conservative Viewpoint, where we'll get more down deep into depth of these articles, and I'll show you the videos. A lot of them are, well, not a lot of them, maybe if one or two, a little disturbing for people. But we'll save that for night, not morning time. That's family hour. But we'll definitely get into all that. And tomorrow we'll be getting back into some more other news that's going on with the election and everything, because it's coming up around the corner so fast. We cannot take our eyes off the ball here, because it's so important what we have to do to regain control of this country, because it's out of control. The mental health, proven fact, is rampant in this country. It needs help immediately. And this administration is bringing on the mental health out like you would not believe. And what do? They close all their, in Pennsylvania anyways, close all of our mental hospitals, and they put them in prisons. Well, what good does that do you? None. I know. I worked in a prison. Man, yeah, I would have to be part of that mental too to work in a prison, right? But if you can make it tonight, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll go over so much stuff that it's, and get into depth. And we got some great guys in chat that get involved in everything, and we really get into some good, nice conversations. Not mean, not nobody's picking on nobody bullying somebody, nothing. We get into general ideas, general problems, people that are frustrated, and it's rightfully so with what's going on in this country. Everybody has a right to be frustrated. And that's what the Conservative Viewpoint is, a place where you could come, put out your frustrations, and because here we listen to what you have on your mind, because your everything that you say matters to us, and we will help you get your voices out. That's why I ask you guys to share my videos with your friends, family, even these live streams. Share them out there, get the people out there to get the truth, because you won't get the truth off of lame news media. I have no other reason but to put the truth out to you guys. I don't benefit off this. I don't make money on this. I'm just getting here to get the truth out there. People can wake up and see what's going on in this country. We need to get it back no matter what. November is when we're going to do it. That's how we get our revenge. November at the ballot boxes. And that's also what you got to do. If you can, go out and be a poll watcher. I got a viewer sent me this the other day, and I didn't get to read it out, but here's the things to do at election time if you guys want to do it. Become a poll watcher. Just being there can prevent corruption, because if they know that you're watching, they're less likely to do it. Not that they won't, but they're less likely to do it. Set up 24/7 vigils, with cameras, just so you're watching. And all the drop boxes are supposed to have cameras by law. And if they don't, those ballots should not even count, and that's what happened back in the day. Then you know what I'm talking about. Florida law requires them to monitor by election officials and allows members of each party to present them when they are available at accepted drop box. And get absentee ballots to every registered Republican who doesn't go to the polls. Help them get to the polls. To give them a ride. If they can't make it, you can get their ballots. But it's better off if you do it in person, and then they can see the person that's actually the person voting. Had too many of that going on last time too. Go to door, or text people, email people, call the person, make sure they're registered to vote, make sure they're going out to vote. This is so important. But this was something that they sent me, and I appreciate them sending it to me. And if you guys want to send me any information that you have on the Trump shooting or anything, my email's in the ticker below at conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. Send me any ideas, any suggestions you have on my podcast. I take suggestions very well. All I want to do is improve my show to make sure I get all the information out that you guys need to hear. And that's mostly everything. And I'm not going to stop after Trump gets in, because we're going to keep to hold our government accountable for everything, no matter if Democrat or Republican. If they're not doing their job, if they're trying to screw us over like we're getting right now, well, we're going to put it out there, no matter what it is. I want to make sure that we hold them accountable, so to see that they work for us, and this government has lost that. And that is so important that we remind them again that they work for us, and that our tax money is not a piggy bank for them just to write out a blank check and spend it all they want. This is what's gotten us in trouble already now, because the Democrats think that they can just spend. You can't spend more than you're taking in. And that's what they've done. They've really overdone it. And that's what caused all the inflation and everything. Spending those bills. And yet you think the bills that they signed were good. That actually were not. Our grandchildren and their children are not going to be able to pay this money back. They're paying an interest rate on it. And the interest rate is more than wow. I can't even tell you right now. But we've had a different show for that. But we've got a lot more. I've got videos of the shooter himself climbing up on the building. Somebody actually stood there and videotaped this nutcase going up on that building. And I've got a close-up video of him sitting there aiming the gun. And they took down the video or the photos and everything of him after they took him out and showed him laying there. And I showed the video last night of a weird message that he left prior to doing this. I showed that last night. I still have it. I just can't show it. I don't want it's really weird. If you want to see it, just tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I can put it back on, and you can let me know in chat if you want to see it again. But it's a really weird message from him, and it shows that the unstable person that he was. To find out his parents were counselors, behavioral counselors or something like that. Oh yeah. Well, they didn't do too well at that, did they? What else we got? I got tons of them. I'll be going through. I haven't even went through all my emails yet. I'm going to try to get some of the updated stuff we have here. Let's see, what do I got over here? Top police group blasts Secret Service for blaming local cops. Well, yeah, Secret Service blaming local cops for the attempted assassination. Well, when you see what building he climbed up on and who was inside of it, if you haven't already know, tune in tonight to find out. What else we got here? We got so much. I mean, it's just loaded, and it's also loaded with stuff from the elections, and let's see what else we got down here. I got hundreds of them. Trump did make it to the RNC. He did make it up there, and he was on the RNC to announce J.D. Vance's as his running mate, which I believe it. I like the idea, but remember, we do not fall in love with the person. We fall in love with the outcome of that person. So J.D. Vance has got a lot of, you know, a lot to show us before we know if we can trust him and see if he's going to do a good job or not. That's what it's going to take. The outcome of what he does. As long as he closes this border off, if he's going to be the border czar like Kamala Harris, then we need it shut down. And hopefully, if Trump does make him that, and he shuts his border down, and we do not let anyone in illegally. Legally, I'm fine with that. Do the process. Come in here legally, be a productive person for our society. That's what we need. We don't need criminals like we have now. We have enough of our own criminals. Trust me, I worked in the prison. I know. What else we got? Well, I got so much going on that we haven't missed. Pelosi pushing Biden. I mean, that's another one. They put off replacing Biden right now because of what happened with Trump. Get back on that idea. Because Biden is not the... Well, you know what? Leave Biden in. We've only got like 3.5 months left. That's okay. We don't need to humiliate everybody. We are going to humiliate just Biden because Biden has to go. Mentally, physically, he cannot handle his job. He shouldn't be in there right now. But hell, leave him in there. We'll take him on at the ballot box. What else we got? Well, we still got stuff about abortion in here, and Kamala Harris causes roadblocks for Democrats. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm not going to be talking about that tonight. Like I said, tonight's going to finish off, unless we get some real big news about the Trump's case. Thank God he's doing fine. He had a patch over his ear, but that would be devastating. Hearing a bullet pass through your body, even if it doesn't matter where it's at. That would be hard on somebody mentally and physically. I mean, that would be really tough to handle, especially emotionally. So Trump's a tough sucker, that's for sure. He's one tough SOB, and I give him that. But we also still grieve for the families of the loss that day and the ones that are injured. It should have never happened. They should have taken him out prior to this. It should have never taken so long, especially with the one cop that did confront him right before the shooting. They should have taken him out. The kid got up there, and they outsmarted all these Secret Service agents. Doesn't sound kosher to me. Sounds a little suspicious to me, don't you think? Let me know what you guys think. And this is the kind of stuff that you guys can get involved with in chat tonight, because that's what my guys do in Wimkin. If you've never heard of Wimkin, WIMKIN, check it out, wimkin.com. It's another social media site, and we get into great conversations, like I said, in chat. Come join it. It's like a family. If you want to come on to my show, let me know. Email me at Conservative Viewpoint, and I'll let you come on the show if you want to get your word out there on your own. I'm great with having guests. So just let me know. But what else we got here? Some of the stuff from yesterday. We still have Trump said about the bullet pierced his upper part of his right ear. Campaign says Trump is fine. Trump bleeding, rushed off stage. We all know that, right? Because I have nothing in order for this. Usually I'll put them in relevance together, but since we're just going over articles, I just threw them up here. And that's what I'll do today when I go through the rest of my list and add to this. And we'll get through it a lot faster tonight. And we'll get rid of some of these. Secret Service, Trump not denied additional. Yes, he was denied. They said he wasn't denied Secret Service. They sent out a couple guys, but his repeated requests for more people got denied from the director of the Secret Service. And I did have that on Bongino, but I deleted that one, but it's still in my system where it said the repeated requests have been denied by her. And then she should resign. And rightfully so. She's definitely not a good director of the Secret Service, especially with the miscommunications. Where was the failure in everything that happened today? Who's to blame? And that's what we're still trying to find out. We will never, believe it or not, we will never find out the truth. This is just another JFK issue coming around. Break time. Brought to you by Coffee R Us. Okay, back to the show. What do we got here? And, well, we already know now. I'm going to take this one out. FBI identifies the shooter. We all know that. We all probably know everything that I'm talking about, but we're just going to go over it. And that's why I ask you guys, make sure you save everything that you have. Any articles, whatever states you're from. I'm interested in hearing what your people are talking about, what your news people are talking about. If they put a different aspect in on this or what. I live in Pennsylvania where it happened. It's only, I don't know, 50 miles away from me or something like that. And I didn't want to get up there since there was an active crime scene. I didn't want to go up there. Oh, my neck's stiff. And, get in the way. But I might have to do that one day just to get, some shots of where he was at and look up close and personal of how he could get up on this building. And people were watching him. The video I got it shows people just standing around pointing and watching him climb up onto this roof and climb onto that roof and lay right down. And nothing was done. It's just, where was the failure in communications? That's what we need to know. But they're not going to talk about their failures. They're just going to talk about, hey, we got him, right? Well, not before people got killed and injured. Uncalled for. Unacceptable. All right, let's do here. We got Trump called for unity, national unity, resilience, morning after assassination attempt. That's a hell of a man after getting so. And that would shake anybody up. It would shake me up getting hit with a bullet like that, no matter where it's at. And Trump knew exactly what happened immediately as soon as he felt the pain. And that would burn like crazy. And, stuff like that. That's what we're going to be going over tonight. If you want to come aboard, like I said again, it's the Conservative Viewpoint, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I have a lot of people that come on here and watch the show that are from different countries. I had a guest on last night, William Lockett. He is from not a different country, but different state. He's up in Alaska, where time difference is a few hours. And it was great having him on there. That's why I say, if you guys want to come on, please let me know. I can have 2 or 3 people on, especially if my buddy Brendan's on, when he usually is, but he's off doing his thing now, doing his own show. But, that's good. But let me know if you want to come on as a guest. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about, or we talk about what I set up for the thing and you put your opinions in. Or if you have something else to do, we might get into that too. We can talk prior to the show if you come on early enough. But everybody's opinion on stuff that goes on matters to us here at the Conservative Viewpoint. We believe the truth always matters here. So let me know if you want to come on. No problem. What else? Some of the other stuff that we are not getting done today, but we're talking about the Georgia Election Board. That's still an important issue. Anything about the election is an important issue right now because of the state of our country right now. It's not a good thing right now. And we need to fix this. We need the violence to stop, because the Democrat Party is the party of violence. And that is what's got to stop. If you want to push us, everybody can be violent, but it's a point of why you're being violent. The Democrats seem to just do it just for the hell of it. And especially when you're begging people to loot stores, to burn down cities like Antifa and BLM did. This is what they do. And this is what we can't afford to do. They are going to cause a civil war. Hell, they're going to start World War III if we don't get them out of there. We definitely don't want our military members dying because of stupidity. And that's exactly what it is. It's plain stupidity. Oh my God. Bernie Sanders endorses Biden. Wow, that's an endorsement I'd want to get. Well, hell, Biden wouldn't remember it the next day anyways. Who endorsed him or who didn't? Mr. Free himself wants to give everything away free. Free. But we all know if you're a taxpayer, it's not free. Just like Biden's student loan forgiveness. Not free. They're forgiving them, not us, the ones who have to pay for it. My son has student loans, and I don't want him getting it for free. I don't want him taking a break. And definitely he has not either. I don't want to pay for his again. My wife paid enough of his, and we made him take the student loans out because we can't afford it. And right now he can't afford it. He's not working because he's still at school, but still. I think the boy will be at school forever. Go. Okay, what else we got? And I can get rid of all this because that's a VP pick. Like I said, I haven't even went through this. I got up this morning. I had to switch everything out. I had to log into everything because my Twitter wasn't connecting under my one browser. So I had to open another one, and it looks like it's working today, right now. So we'll see what happens. Or if I have to switch over to Chrome, I usually do Explorer, whatever it's called right now, the new one, Edge. And it wasn't working. Haven't been working for a couple of days because when you change your profile picture in Twitter, they take off your check mark and you can't live stream or anything from there. Even though you pay for it, takes them like 4 or 5 days to get you your check mark back so you can stream again. That's where my issue was at. But there's so much going on. Former firefighter, then's a victim by Trump. Everybody knew him in Pennsylvania. There was a nice town that they were in. I mean, there's so much we haven't got to. And all this rhetoric of threatening people. Then this comes from the government to Trump to Biden, Biden to Trump, everything. All this threatening has led to this situation with Trump. With Biden saying to put a target bullseye on Trump. Then you got Dan Big Nose Goldman telling people that he needs eliminated. This is where the mental illness comes from. And they just they don't know how to think for themselves, and they take it to heart. And you end up with stuff like this that goes on. That I thought you couldn't threaten anybody on TV or you will go to jail. You can't threaten anybody on social media or they shut you down quick. So why is it any different for politicians? Politicians shouldn't be able to threaten people either live on air. But the Democrats get away with everything. They get away with defying the laws of the land. Even when the Supreme Court, the highest court in our land, tells them they can't do something, what do? They still do it. With that loan forgiveness or Roe v. Wade. Once you got that Maxine Waters out there saying, to hell with the Supreme Court, we will defy them. Right on TV. And what happens to her? Nothing. Or if you have a terrorist sympathizer like Elon Holmar threatening the government, what happened to her? She's still in government. This shows you that our government is being destroyed from the inside out. And people elect these people into office. That's why you guys have to think. And that's what we as conservatives do. We use our brains, not like, well, I stopped using mine a while ago, but I try to think a little bit. You try to think of who you're voting for. Look at the person. Look up her background. But we know what Trump's about. We know what he'll do. Yes, you can say, oh, he gives corporations big tax breaks. Okay, that's fine. It comes back to us when you do that. If they get tax breaks, they lower their prices so we can afford to live. You can afford to put food on your tables. That's how it works. You raise their prices, they raise their prices to make up for that difference. That's what happens. That is reality, people. There is certain things that has to be done. You got to give and take. And people got to realize that's how this world rolls, and there's nothing you can do about it. But if you want to live comfortably with $2 a gallon gas, food prices that were, what was it now, 300% difference between Trump and now, and let's say 225 or something like that. A lot of products. But I mean, our inflation's up, our taxes are up, prices are up, gas prices, deficit, everything is going through the roof, taxes, everything. And this is what we have to try to fix come November. And unfortunately, November's coming up really fast, and I can't stand the cold. So the only reason I wanted to come is I want to see our country get back into order and stop the lawlessness, get the criminals out of our country, get the terrorists out of our country, because that is the biggest problem we have right now. The criminals and the terrorists coming across our border, the drugs that are killing Americans every day, the children that are being trafficked all over this country. We don't even know where they're at. They can't find 86,000 children. This is the kind of stuff that we have to know. This is why I get on here every weekday and talk to you guys about this so you can see it. And if you have any questions on anything that I've mentioned, feel free to email me at country or conservative viewpoint at yahoo.com. You can see on the ticker below, and I will get you the answer if you haven't heard about something that I've talked about. And because I talk about stuff that I've talked about previous episodes and small videos that I did on Rumble. And you can check out my Rumble page. And my Rumble page, my Wimpkin page, and my Twitter page are all under Country Conservative. Go there, follow me, like, subscribe, everything. My YouTube page, I do one YouTube page, is Country Conservative 1776, the number 1776. Follow me there. Subscribe to my channel so you're notified whenever I go live or I put out a little video once in a while when I have a chance. I get too much going on. And with me and I got to go to doctors tomorrow. So stuff, I got to get done too. Other than this is not a job for me. If it was, I'd have no problem just sitting by and getting this done. But it's not a job. I don't get paid. I pay for it. And I don't have a lot of money. So there we go. So, all right, everyone. So try to tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Conservative Viewpoint. It's a great show. We put on a lot. Like I said, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more videos. I'll probably add a few more here soon. I've got witness interviews. I've got 3 or 4 of those. I got ABC News blaming us and Trump for the shooting. Oh, yeah. If you haven't looked at that yet, I have witnesses from all over. I got an ex-Secret Service agent interview that explains everything that was going on and what should have happened and what didn't happen. Everybody said shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now that it's over. Well, the Secret Service is supposed to be the elite of the elite for politicians. And this kind of stuff should never happen. And like I said, I got the shooter climbing up on the roof. I got the shooter on the roof right before he was shot. And like I said, I couldn't get the one where they showed him on after he was shot, but they blur everything out so you can't see it. But please join in tonight for the Conservative Viewpoint. You won't be sorry. Join in chat, get involved, get engaged, get your frustrations out. That's what the Conservative Viewpoint's about. Again, and until tonight, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you later.